Now let's visit another company that's been in the hat business for 5 generations. Akubra has been based here in Kempsey on the New South Wales mid-north coast since 1974. It's never lost sight of its family roots that's got it where it is today. We all know Akubra as a great Australian icon, but how did it start?
Well, basically, my great-grandfather married the boss's daughter, and the Stephen Keirs ended up in the business from there. My great-grandfather was a hat maker, and the company went from being a fur cutting plant to a hat making company and moved to Waterloo in Sydney.
And the rest is history.
Yeah.
So how many people does the factory employ here in Kempsey?
107. That's up from about 83 3 years ago. So we've been really busy, and we're actively recruiting at the moment.
And basically, like, this is all the Akubras ever made in the world. It's made in
they're all made here in Kempsey, yeah. It's the only factory we've got where a lot of people ask where are your other factories, and we don't have one. This is it.
So you've been around for 5 generations. Where would you like to see Akubra in the next generation?
I'd like to see Akubra hats being worn everywhere for every sort of person possible. I think we're starting to branch out into some other products just to test the market and see. A lot of people say they might like something that's a bit cheaper than one of our hats. So we do belts and bags and things. A lot of people might not want to wear a hat, and that's their choice. But ultimately, we might end up being a hat company, not just fur-filled hats. We could be all sorts of different hats. But at the moment, we're having enough trouble keeping up with fur-filled hats. The younger generation will come in and they'll have some new idea and run with it, and hopefully that'll work.
You don't see many Aussie farmers without an Akubra, so your hats have been pretty synonymous with the man on the land.
Well, it is, and they're our biggest market. Like Queensland, then New South Wales and then Victoria are our 3 biggest markets, and the rural areas in those markets are our biggest market by a long way. That's traditionally been our market, and it still is today.
What are your other target markets?
Well, interestingly, the city market's sort of taken off a fair bit for us. We're in surf shops and things now, which we never were. We could never get into a surf shop, and now we are. I put a lot down to that, to social media. We've got 65 or 67,000 followers on Instagram, and, there's a lot of young girls and young guys wearing hats. We were worried 10 years ago that no one in that generation would understand or know what Akubra was, and all of a sudden it's taken off, and I'd purely put that down to social media.
And the community has given back to Akubra as well.
Oh, Kempsey's been fantastic to us, right through and through, everywhere. When we've had things on, people have supported it. Well, a few years ago now, we had the Guinness Book of World Records, and most people wearing a Akubra hat at any one time in the one place, and we got 3,500 people turned out in Kempsey to do that.
So what does it mean to be Australian to you?
We make something, we're made by Australians. We're a manufacturing organisation, which is it's a dying industry in Australia, manufacturing, and
you're doing it.
We're keeping it going. We supply the military, we supply slouch hats in the world wars, so it just makes us proud to be here and proud to do what we do.